Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri about to kick off. They'll lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He got a bunch of look, close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll let one go down the right side. Oh, picked off. Turns it on in midfield. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Trying to find his man on first down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to beat.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll pull it on the read. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around him stronger. This QB's just got some good wheels.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, running back on the move.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Running back goes in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he will step out of bounds. But what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. After that, latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Looking for a man, it's Moss. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Missouri! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's going to pass on second down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Get set, get set.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
On the move at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And he takes it all, and they couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Stanford!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit the guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy to the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. And stampeding through the defense. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Going up top on first down. Fires it incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Down enough for the first down. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by just 4 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the right. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fair catch, called for and made. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Line 22.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on the wheel.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's going for the big play. And he's got it at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Missouri! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. He's right on target. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking down the middle. Another interception. interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
He wants to throw here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. Yep.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Snap it to the back. Got a lot of running room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He got it! Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3.
Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Finding his focus. Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision and indeed shows you speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the returner will be brought down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now on the option. Got it up for the first. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Quickly complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Gets away from one. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll run it to the right. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow.
That's a fumble. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
And as a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Stanford wants to push the pace. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback checking the play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. Touchdown, Stanford! What a catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. I'm not playing numbers. Get him the ball so you can do damage in games like this one.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That fumble in crust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
On second down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. First down to start the drive after the break.
Check, check. Cobra.
They go to the ground. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Easy. Terrier.
Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Griffin. Griffin. Hawk. Hawk.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback checking off.
Tuna. Terrier. Terrier.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Tuna. Tuna. Timber. Gaucho. Gaucho. Gorilla. Gorilla.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The offense set for a 1st down play.
Here we go.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Not a lot of room there. Give them a couple to the 16.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of it.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Right midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense making its way back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Moss. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Got it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Cricket. Go.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has been just booming in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jason.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here.
That's going to do it for us.